How's it going, beautiful people? My name is Rhys Dragon, and welcome back to Azur Lane. Last episode, we started off the Tower of Transcendence, and now we continue onwards. I'm adding a second fleet, this being my Italian one. The air was scorching, but the water was freezing. It was like being in two places at once. An overpowering odor hung in the air, sapping the girl's strength. This place was unlike any mirror seen. Of course it would be, after all. Hey Ulrich, you okay? Yeah, I'm fine. It's like we made it. Seems so, but what place this is? Well, we're familiar waters, next we're here. So I staggered a second ago. I think all of us did too. Must have been because the Jurassic scenes and environs. The ships took the mass-produced ships in first. How are the others doing? Oh, good. Monitoring equipment works like normal. There's water and oxygen. Lucky enough, not a siren to be found. I think our entry went as well as possible. On to the surveying part. We're going first. Lots of ground to cover here. I reckon I spotted records of mass-produced ships. They seem like pretty new models, too. Say all the bread come from Trail of Rex to start with. Sounds good to me. Hell, I just want to point out, there's the tower Midgard right behind us. You 12-6 is right. The air and the place they emerged from stood the same towering structure and swirling maelstrom. That's the same facility, the same counterclockwise vortex. I get it, this is the way home. Couldn't time for us to leave. This is the exit. Gotcha. Feels smaller than the one we came from, though. Smaller? That's because this tower doesn't have the defensive turrets. They're separate from the singularity generators. That's probably why they're not here. That makes sense. I have a good, smart girl like you along, Eld. I am not a good girl. Say that again and I'll feed you the sharks. Do not carry sharks, so ha. 12 of 6 selected behind Madiber, or can suck her tongue out of Eld. Sounds like you're acclimatizing well to this place. Listen, just gotta repeat our objectives here. Objective 1, conduct a preliminary survey of this area and gather as much information as possible. Objective 2, find members of the neutral meta faction and persuade them to join us. Hang on, what? The briefing didn't say anything about second objective. That's because it's not on the record. Why is that exactly? It's a classified objective, which is why I couldn't tell you about it until we entered the singularity. It's not much of an explanation at all, but whatever, I guess. Oh, we're supposed to fight in metaships, though. For that matter, are we sure they're neutral, or they're the one to talk to us? We don't have any concrete way of finding them, but it's possible we will as we survey this area. That is our job. But to have another neutral, the commander has defined them as such. In that case, any more questions? Nah, not for me anyway. You know this one. Ask it now. I cannot have you doubting the mission's purpose in the midst of a battle. No doubts here. Now I head for the Rex spot earlier? Yes, we are. 1206, lead the way. Got it. Diving down now. Do not forget this operation is ultimately about gathering intel and negotiating. Avoid pointless conflict if at all possible. If we are to fight, it should be for purpose. Strike area locked on. I spotted a humanoid siren. Looks to be a new model entirely. Surprised we've come across a new siren model already. Wonder if our attacks will work on it. An opportunity to find out. Should I blast it or go for a punch? Either, you idiot. Let's not tempt fate. Moreover, something is strange with it. It's alone. Usually sirens come in groups, don't they? Looks like it's on wreck retrieval duty or something. I should have for granted. Sirens, especially humanoid ones, hardly ever work alone. Heads up, Ulrich. I was spotted mass-produced siren ships among the wrecks. What? I must be blind for something missing those. Now pick yourself up. Anyone kind of ship among this many wrecks. See, that means the sirens gave losing tactics, or they have a command unit leading them. Whatever the case, what are your orders, Ulrich? Fight or flee? Supposing they're lying in ambush for us, they must have sensor equipment outranking ours. There you go, avoid them is not an option. Prepare to fight. That's sweet, I first have a battle of singularity. Let's mess them up. Hold it. They could be stronger than expected. That being the case, bring the mass-produced ships first. You'll not waste precious ammunition on sirens if we can help it. Problem. I can't read Chinese. This is strike area. The entire area is referring to missile attacks. Fleets standing on the tiles targeted by missiles take damage upon impact. So back 3. Ah, so over there. That's not terrifying at all. This is much better music. Hey, it's defeat 11 escort fleet. Kind of weird number. Missile incoming. Strike area change. I don't even have time to go in, kill this thing, and then die for it. Yeah, now let's peel out before we get nuked. Quick area change. Right there. Once again, I should be able to take them down and then zip out before I get blown into pieces. I think this is the first time I've ever seen an environmental gimmick like this. Most of the environmental gimmicks have been as nearly as interesting. Maybe mass resistance are left. 3. Take it down to 3 total. Set singularity, unknown location. The Ironblood's mass-produced ships moved in. Instantly, the sirens hiding among the wrecks all emerged and opened fire. Firepower was truly staggering. The Ironblood ships were obliterated, so the front was wide open. The hell? They melted their ship in an instant. Just no one fighting in singularity, but I guess that made no difference. I feel like the only work is distraction. Ulrich, let me do this. Go ahead. We need air and support. Come on, Mag. We got to step up. Listen over there. We're in for now. Have to take up the kitty gloves. Alright, the sirens and submarines do. Of course they do. I found the command unit yet? Can't say for sure, but I couldn't see it, didn't look like it. Seems approaching the sirens, but any others going to work. Can we really afford to use our sharp part already? Huh, I might not have a choice, considering our mass-produced ships are as good as worthless. Lord Potter next. Hold one moment, please. Apologies, I have returned. Ulrich upon her next decision, a violent explosion went off in the center of the Siren's fleet. It happened without warning. What was that? Did you see that, Ulrich? Who did that? No idea, I don't even know what happened. It came from way over there. Someone or something hit the Sirens directly. Look, another one's coming. Several high-speed projectiles appeared above the horizon, smoke clouds trailing behind them like the tails of comets. Crashed into the Siren fleet, engulfing their ships in flames. Cannon shells? No, those were something else. Whatever that was, set their formation in ruins. Should go there and start doing damage, Ulrich? There's obviously targeted attacks. That means there's someone else out here fighting the Sirens. There's those meta girls or backup center. Wow, Commander. There's only one way to find out who. We're going straight to the source. Change course. We're finding out who fired those projectiles. Peeling out. And that can't damage the boss. That makes sense. Am I going to be able to peel out in time? I mean, I think so, but it'll be a close one. Damn, kind of yeah, he's getting a fair few MVPs today. Oh, yeah, I'll be fine. Nice, so Bismarck, be right, she's kind of on the edge. Seems like it. Everything's fine, we're not getting nuked. Of course, Aquila gets MVP again. Right then. We're gonna play risky and just get this bitch. Dear Lord, talk about heavy artillery. Hi, London. Radio, one more clearing. Let's move. Let's take out 4 fleets and then the boss, so I think my Italian fleet is going to be here for moral support for a moment. Oh, my sub's gonna get hit. Okay, I know my sub's still clear. You know, those are just ICBMs. I'm getting bombarded. I think I may have done something to anger the sirens a fair bit just by existing. I guess to be fair, this isn't a mirror C, it's a singularity. It's kind of like being at their home. Sub itself is incredibly interesting. If I understood more about science, I would love to do a video talking about, like, the science behind all of this. If I knew more, I'd love to do a video on it. And that's just the motto of my channel. I jest, of course. I would love to understand more about this. Let's have a soft spot for this kind of thing. Ah, I see the thing right at me. This music is just great. It's been the reason I haven't been chatting. I've been trying to listen to it because it's amazing. Oh wow, that's kind of cute. Ooh, yeah, watch them drop like flies. That takes care of the last of them. We're in the clear now. So what the hell are those things? Maybe a cannon fire. Shells don't fly like that. Can't think of anything else. If I had to guess, they're long-range rockets or something similar. Rockets? Rockets! That reminds me. Haven't our scientists developed a weapon that functions similar to a rocket? It's have to be launched on land, though. I suppose there could be a small island not far from here. I doubt it. If there was one, you'd have already spotted it with your planes. It's more likely that was the mines of a meta ship. Oh, that's two figures in the distance. They got strange riggings. Strange riggings? Who the hell could that be? No clue, I'll just have to get a closer look. Fingers crossed no one starts shooting at me. Strange rigging, she says. Might be what fired those shots. Head there to investigate. Remember, don't fight unless you have to. I'm Chen. Dragon Emperor Missile Destroyer. Bandit number 101. This is my sister, Jang Chun. Number 103. Dragon Emperor Destroyer doing in singularity. And what the hell is a missile? Maybe this will blow up the Siren Fleet earlier? Greetings, I'm Ulrich von Hutzen. I'm commanding the Iron Blood Singularity Survey Fleets. Oh, your Iron Blood ships? Ugh. Such a relief to find an ally in Singularity as right as Sirens as this. A happy coincidence indeed. Wow, I wasn't there. For a while there, I wasn't sure whose side you were on. I do believe our respective factions are at war. That is true, but this wasn't meant. The fact that we ship girls are our allies in the war against the Sirens. Not spinning here is just random chance. Is that really what you're saying? As simple as that. Coincidences do happen. Yep, John Recon here, as per the commander's orders. By dumb luck, guess we both opened portals the same singularity. Chang Chun! Oops, read my big mouth. Now I must ask. Now might I ask, what are you doing in the singularity? What is your fleet doing? I'm afraid it's confidential. Then my answer is the same. I have a proposition. I want to put all allegiances aside and work together for the time being. Sadly, we cannot. We have our reasons. And they aren't... well, they are not all to do with allegiances. I will offer you a piece of advice. I probably shouldn't use mass-produced ships in this place. Why? Because a bigger fleet draws more attention? Partly yes, and because bringing mass-produced ships into a singularity seems regular or reciprocal response for the Sirens. Keep that in mind. Dragon Emperor girls waved farewell of the Iron Blood fleet, then swiftly sailed away. Ulrich considered the option of following them, but opted not to out of trust for the commander and for her fellow ship girls. Man, those missile things they got are some crazy stuff. Here they've prepared a super weapon only the Sirens we could use. I hope you'll be able to utilize those someday. So, how the Dragon Emperor figured out how to open a singularity? Who knows? But knowledge differs from ours. I'm not gonna make blind conjectures. Who knows? That's the kind of phrase I was expecting out of you. You can't construct a hypothesis without more information. It's as simple as that. However, I can't be sure their actions won't impede our progress. The commander wouldn't allow that. What do about the mass-produced ships? Do we do as said and dump them? More of them here. We'll not scuttle valuable assets. They'll serve as a landmark when it's time to leave. Alrighty, what do we do now then? The same as before. We have for those wrecks sighted. We can't leave the singularity empty-handed. We have to make some sort of discovery. Amber fleet set sail once more, traveling in the direction opposite to where the Dragon Emperor girls went. If we should clear those Dragon Emperor girls, any traces of a recent battle we find should indicate a meta ship girls nearby. They took their fleet of mass-produced ships and left them behind. However, they are hard prepared for what they would encounter ahead. Ominous. Ominous, 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 ominous. Also, that's definitely a translation. Obtain the battleship Prinz Eugen. I know it's meant to be talking about obtaining Ulrich von Hutten. I hope we still get the reward from obtaining her. Like that typo, is it also a glitch? Because if so, that would be absolutely terrible. Now can I please get her? Renown, Pensacola, Kitagasa, Houston. Rats. Well. That'll mark the end of this episode. If you liked it, please like, comment, subscribe, and share. Rhys of Seizing Dragon, signing off.